the issue of applying fatwa, that we found it was for someone else, taking it and trying to apply it on someone else, is incorrect. The only time you're going to find someone that does it with an actual fatwa is someone that doesn't know what a fatwa is. Because a fatwa, as we've said plenty of times before, is a mufti's understanding about how to apply a certain aspect of this religion in a certain situation for a certain individual. Like we used the example of before, eating pork. This one may say it's halal, it's wajib. This one may say it's not only wajib for you to eat it, but you got to take some with you just in case you don't find something else so you don't die later on. Some people will say, stick with the hukam and say, well look, the original hukam is that it's haram. Do you understand? I can't say, okay, because we have all of these positions, the scholars that disagreed on whether or not I can eat pork, so I'm going to go with this one because the piece is looking good. I can't say, okay, well listen, because he's hungry and we're at some big pork shop and all there is to eat here is pork. Here, man, look, get a little something. Just eat a little something to knock off them hunger pains. And when we leave, we'll go down to the halal steak and take. You can't do that. All because we know, okay, Sheikh Falan, he made a fatwa that says that you can eat it in certain situations. So you can't take a fatwa for a certain individual in a certain place in a certain time period at a certain situation for that individual and take it 12 years later and apply it to someone else that lives in a completely different situation. This is incorrect. But again, what most of the people are doing nowadays, they're taking a hukam and applying it. And they're saying it's a fatwa because someone asked a question and they got the hukam. And a lot of times this is because we're getting our knowledge from people that may not know any better. There's a difference between a fatwa and a hukam. That's why they're called two different things. Regardless of how similar they may be, they're called two different things because they're two different things. So no, you can't just take a fatwa and say because we know Sheikh Falan said this fatwa and it wasn't a hukam, then now all of us have to apply it and we don't all apply it, then we're not going with the Quran and the Sunnah. Even if the Sheikh brought his dalil. Because it still remains that his application of it led to him giving a fatwa. And that which holds for a fatwa remains to be a fatwa at all points in time.